We are in Studio B. Our Studio B sessions made possible by Sierra Nevada Brewing Company. Joe Greene here, proud to welcome Samantha Fish and Jesse Dayton to Studio B. How y'all doing?
Pretty good.
Hey,
good to be
man.
here.
I let them know I was listening to them rehearsing off the air, and that was a show. So we're looking forward to this session here. In fact, before we talk a little bit, y'all ready to fire one off?
Yeah.
Sure.
We're going to do the title track off our newest record, Deathwish Blues. It's called Deathwish. 1, 2, 3. Dark shadows standing in a corner. Big party, but knowing that'll warn her. Your kiss is like a death wish. She says he can keep it undercover. He knows one touch will put her under. Your kiss is like a death wish. Well, hypnotized, she walks on over. Smiles, puts his hand on her shoulder. Your kiss is like a death wish. Moves in, going towards her lips. It's all over with his hands on her hips. Well, what you want, what you crave, might send you to your grave. Yeah. She's keeping herself in check, but she can feel his breath on her neck. Your kiss is like a death wish. Going on, won't let this. But the story goes just like this. Come on. What you want, what you crave, might send you to your grave. It's gonna burn, it's gonna break. Gonna be too late for you to stop and admit you got a death wish, baby. Yeah, lover. You got a death wish, you know it. Your kiss is like a death wish. Wow. Oh, now. Yeah. Your kiss is like a death wish. Lover. Hey, yeah. Your kiss is like a death wish. Yeah. Oh, oh. Yeah, yeah. I said, lover. Hey. Surprise.
I like the laugh at the end. Sean, got to leave that in. That's Samantha Fish and Jesse Dayton here in Studio B. Rockin' tune off the new album, Deathwish Blues, that we've been, well, I'll just be honest, we've been playing the hound out of it, as they say around here.
Awesome.
Rockin'. And, yesterday, and of course, in anticipation, I played Bulletproof from Samantha's album, and that's just one you have to crank it to 13 every time. I mean, it's just
Absolutely.
that rockin' of a song. And I think maybe I wound up my show with it yesterday.
Well,
I thought
thank you.
that's a way to rock on out the door.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You all are at the Salvage Station in Asheville tonight.
Yes.
You're doing an acoustic set for us here today that's smoking, but you're going to be full electric on tonight, right, up at the Salvage Station?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we do a little bit of an acoustic break in our show, but by and large, for the most part, it's pretty rock and roll.
Yeah. Well, things feeling good out there for this album, this latest record for you all together?
Yeah, it's been great, man. We, I don't know if you heard, but we just got nominated for a Grammy, and we still can't believe it.
Well,
The shows have been great. We got a really smoking band playing
Yeah.
behind us, and
This tour's been awesome. It's called the Shake 'Em On Down Tour. We're out with it's a package, We're out with Eric Johansson and John Spencer's band, and John produced our album. So this is really kind of a special end of the year tour work because we're all really kind of connected, And it's been like a really, really fun time so far. Today is number 4, so things are still on the up and up.
Yeah, you guys the other night were in Knoxville, weren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. still on the edge of our listening region, so
Cool.
I'm sure the Knoxville crowd was very appreciative of the show the other night, and I know the Asheville bunch. In fact, you're not going to just draw from Asheville. There's going to be people from all over the place around here to the Salvage Station tonight to hear you guys. And glad you're doing this tour. I was going to ask you where the title for the tour came from.
Well, we kind of threw that up in the air for a while. I think we actually opened it up to a band discussion on a big text thread. We were even asking AI, what should we name our tour? That was funny. But I think, was it John who
I think
came
it was
down?
John, yeah.
Shake 'em on down tour.
That's an old Fred McDowell blues song, Shake 'em on down. And we say it all the time. So we were like, oh, yeah, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm. One of the band buzz phrases.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
It just works.
We'll try to hang on to that,
Yeah.
We're big fans of both of you here at WNCW, and I understand you were a big fan of Jesse's before you guys ever worked together, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, Jesse and I have been known each other for about 12 years. I went to see him a lot when I was coming up in Kansas City. He'd come through with his band and play this venue that I frequented a lot called Knuckleheads. And we reconnected earlier this year. Well, I guess last year. The year's flown by. Last year in New Orleans, he was playing a show with his band, and my manager and I went out and saw him. And this idea had been floating around our camp for a while to do a duets record, and just, I kind of had a vision for what it might sound like and what it might look like, but it was just like, who would be the person that would be perfect for it? When I saw Jesse, it was like, hey, this might be a cool thing, and thank God he was into it, and I think it's been even better than I could ever imagine,
So you were going out and seeing him before your recording career started, before you were...
Well, no, she was...
Was you already playing then?
No.
I was, yeah. I
yeah,
played.
oh, yeah. She's been playing since she was a kid. She's one of those freaks that was really good when she was young, because when I first heard her, I actually heard Samantha before I saw Samantha.
Okay.
Which I love that. I tell this story because I want that to get out there. But I was upstairs listening to her play, and then I went downstairs. I was like, holy, what do you say around here, hound?
Well, in that context,
that the word?
Holy, you know what? She's bad.
Yeah. So, you never know, musicians. You got to be on your A game, because Samantha Fish might walk in and say, hey, you want to make a record? And you never know.
What was your initial response when she approached you about it?
I thought it'd be fun because I've known her manager. Me and Tab Benoit got signed to the same record label literally the same week. And which I'm dating myself, but hey, I own it at this point, and it all sounded like fun stuff, and it's been great. It's been pretty crazy, I'll tell you that, because we started
about this time last year, really, touring.
Yeah.
And we made the record in the summer, and then we started, gently, we're going to start doing dates together to get people introduced to this idea. But the record didn't come out till this May.
Didn't y'all record some stuff prior to this album together?
We did. And that's actually a perfect setup into the next song, because it was called the Stardust Sessions. We went in and recorded an EP just to see, how we sounded together. Are we compatible musically? And we recorded 3 songs. And, yeah, it was kind of... We just did it in somebody's backyard. It was in New Orleans,
fast,
right?
Too.
Jake Eichert's backyard. It wasn't just somebody, but
in a few hours.
Yeah, we did it in a few hours, and it was kind of. We didn't really think anything would come of that particular recording. It was more or less just a test for us. But then, Rounder got a hold of it, and they're like, "Cool, we like it. It's coming out."
We're like, what?
Yeah.
Rounder has a way of picking things up like that.
They do.
Yeah. It's the two of you. It's not going to be disappointing. I couldn't imagine. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to bring that up. I didn't know if you'd refer to it or do, some music off that and tie it in or whatever. So
sure. It makes sense because it's one of our acoustic songs that we play in the show. So we figured it'd be perfect for this format.